Hey guys, it's me, Troy Dellinger, and I just want to make a video challenging certain traditions of man and certain issues that are found within the evangelical church today. There's a lot of paganism, a lot of traditions of man, and I'm not judging you if you want to celebrate the resurrection. I'm not judging you if you want to celebrate the atonement. But you know there's just certain things that I kind of have a hard time kind of understanding myself. And there's just a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense, and it just seems like there's just a lot of stuff that's not adding up. First of all, like, I don't get why people have Easter and Passover on two different dates, right? So, I think Passover is like in April, and Easter is this month in March as I do this video. Um, and I just don't really get that because, you know, Easter is apparently supposed to be about, the resurrection of Jesus Christ, right? It's about celebrating the Holy Week, the Passion and Resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ. But yet we have, Easter and Passover on two different dates. Well, the resurrection and the crucifixion was around the same time as Passover. We have this recorded and very well documented in the Bible, and it just seems kind of weird to me that it's on two different dates. And I'm not saying that we should celebrate Passover, but what I am saying is that it is on the same time, right? That Passover and the resurrection wasn't at the same time, because the Passover story is a biblical foreshadowing of the resurrection and passion of Christ. And I've done videos about this, and I've made material about this before. So that's just kind of weird. And the King James and the word Easter is literally translated from the word Passover. It's from the same word. So the biblical Easter and the Passover, it's in the same. It's essentially the same thing in the sense that it is the same time of the year. That doesn't mean that we're Jewish. That doesn't mean that we're celebrating the Jewish feast day Passover, but that means that we will take time a year to reflect on what Jesus Christ did for us on the cross and his resurrection. And we should do that every day anyways. But this is a special occasion where we might have a holiday out of it and a celebration. Which again, we celebrate every day, but on this day a little bit more than other days, right? So not that that's necessarily required, but we have obviously the right to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. That's something that's very important to us and special as Christians. But again, this I want to say this worldly tradition of man kind of version of what people call Easter. And sometimes they do cross over. Sometimes Easter and Passover are on the same time, but on this year they are not. So again, that just a lot of issues that I've kind of noticed. And I just don't understand why why would you not want to celebrate the passion and resurrection when we actually know when it is, right? Like, I mean, I'm not judging you or anything like that. I don't get very involved into the whole holiday debates thing, but for me personally, I would rather celebrate it on a more accurate date. And just another thing that I want to point out, and this is something that I am going to judge, is when people put paganism and idolatry and attach it to these worldly kind of worldly holidays. When people don't honor Christ, when people don't honor the resurrection, but instead are focusing on the Easter bunny And I see all these Easter bunnies, and these people are taking their kids to these Easter bunny things, and they lie to kids saying the Easter bunny's real, uh, which is just as bad as, lying about Santa Claus, obviously. And it's a distraction of these. It's idolatry, and they have all these Easter eggs, especially even in the churches. And these are idols, and this is just not good for the church. The church needs to focus only on Jesus Christ. And that's all I got. Thank you.